I don't know. I was just obsessed with it. Coding was something that where I can be very creative, where I can build something, where I can fix something. I make software run faster. That's my main focus at work. Hello, my name is Michael Go. I'm from South Korea, living in Moncton, New Brunswick, and I'm a senior software engineer at Shopify. I write code for fun. There's a website called LeetCode, and then they give you a bunch of hard questions. So we call this competitive coding. So I'm very into those. It's like solving a riddle every single day. So I do when I wake up, I will solve a riddle, like a competitive competition problem. Probably before at night, I'll solve another one for fun. When I was growing up in Korea, I was very into electrical engineering. I was enjoying, as a kid, as a hobby, I loved designing my own circuits. Grew up in Seoul, South Korea. So I was able to take a bus as a 10-year-old kid, take a bus and then go to a bunch of electronics stores and then buy my own transistors and all that. So when we moved to Riverview, there was no electronic stores I could go to. So I usually had to take apart light bulb, fluorescent light bulb, and there will be a couple of parts I could use and whatnot. I think one of the big reasons why I switched to software development is because when you make a mistake in electrical engineering, things will burn. And then you have to order new parts, and then that takes a really long time. But in computer science, if you make a mistake, that's okay. You just fix your code and rerun it. So I think that's why I fell in love with coding. I think in school, I was kind of very unfocused in middle school. And especially in high school, I wasn't that much of a model student. I started coding when I was 12. And then when I was in grade 9, I don't know, I was just obsessed with it. Coding was something that where I can be very creative, where I can build something, where I can fix something. It's just I was very lucky to find that. And then my parents were very supportive. They were always kind of be the parent who always want me to try new things and then try to see which thing that I am most excited about. I was amazed what I could build. I was building simple applications like calculator or my own little game, or make a macro for my online game that I used to play and then get my account banned. I used to build a prank software and then install that around the school. We would make the CD drives open at the exact same time, or hack the Minesweeper at the school so there's no mine when you're playing it. A code is a list of instructions that we create for the computers to follow. So think of it as a food recipe. Recipe has instructions of ingredients to put in, how long to cook or what to do first and next. So think of it as an instruction set for softwares. I had a really great teacher in high school. She was my computer science teacher, and she taught me something that I was very lucky to have, which is there are more than one way to learn something. So even for her, she was also my calculus teacher, and she was able to explain something in so many different ways. She will try one explanation to a student, and if the student doesn't understand it, she asks, please tell me, because I have more other ways to explain this matter. iPhone 3 came out. I was just mesmerized by it. I was like, oh my goodness, I need to have that. I need to have that to work on my project. Back then I was really into remote control car, and I had this idea of I need to control that from my iPhone. That would be so cool. I just need that. So I'll learn how to write in Objective-C. I'll learn how to do hardware stuff. I got this iPod Touch, which I won from a competition coding competition. I won an iPod Touch, and then I built that. My parents were they're very loving parents. They were really worried about me for me not doing very well in school. When I got my first job when I was in grade 10, that's the moment my parents said, oh, we need to stop worrying about Michael. He figured it out. He'll be fine. Grade 10 summer, I started looking for a job. And on the job ads, I saw a bunch of junior software developer positions, and I thought junior meant underage. So I continued to apply. I think I applied at like 20, 30 or something. I don't remember. Like I just applied at every single place. It's like my resume was very short. It was like a half a page. It says, I know how to write code in Java, Objective-C. Eventually, one company responded to me and they say, hey, do you want a summer job? And I worked as a software developer in that summer. I learned a lot in that summer. I learned that there's difference between just me goofing around writing softwares at home or like how to write a enterprise level software. So it was a great experience for me to, okay, like where do I need to study more? Like what do I need to do better? And then in the future, when I have my own startup, like what does that look like? It gave me a great vision of that. I got accepted to University of Waterloo, UMB, and I made a decision to take a gap year because unless there's an earthquake at the universities, they will be still standing. I decided to take a gap year and join a startup company and actually write a lot of code. I literally flipped a coin to make this decision because like Waterloo is an amazing school, and then like joining a startup is also a great opportunity. I joined the startup because I want to learn what the real world wanted me to be. So when I go to school, I can be that person. And then after that startup company, I decided to start my own company. I was the sole founder, and then I was the CEO, CTO, support, sales, and then developer. I was the one-man show. Briefly, I moved to Vancouver. Like during the daytime, I will make sales calls. During the nighttime, I'll write the software that I sold. I moved back to Moncton because I just miss home. I joined a company called PropertyGuys.com as a CTO. And then I think I was there for 5-6 years. Currently, I work at a company called Shopify. It's a Canadian tech company. And our goal is to make commerce better for everyone, which means that it starts with providing an online storefront for businesses. I make software run faster. I make the code run faster. That's my main focus at work. I have a very scheduled day. I like to have a very structured, repeat every single day. I like to wake up in the morning, I go to gym, I like to run 3-5 kilometers in the morning, do a little bit of workout, come back home, take a shower, and then I'll catch up on a news or something. So my day kind of starts at 10 o'clock, which is fantastic because that's 9 o'clock for Ontario time or Toronto time. We'll usually start with catching up with my coworkers. So we have this thing called stand-up. So everybody get together for half an hour. They kind of share what they worked on the last day, and then they share their plan, what they're gonna work on tomorrow. And it's a great opportunity for people to learn that who needs help and then who I can help. So it's a great kind of way to start the morning. So I'll write some code that I continue from last night, the previous day, eat lunch at home. Working from home, one of the great thing is that I get to eat at home. I can cook. I don't have to figure out where I'm gonna go, or packing lunch. I don't have to deal with that. So I just cook at home. Continue to write more code. I'll try to see, if I could find, this is a slow part of our code. Why is it slow? And then I need to make sure, is it slow for everyone? How big is this impact? I'll do some more research, analytics on that, and I'll make a solution code. And then I'll ask for people to review it, and then we ship that, and then we see how much that code has improved our performance. AI is definitely a word just to generative AI. It's so powerful. Right now when I'm writing code at work, a lot of code gets written by GitHub Copilot. And now I think everyone at my team is developing a habit where we write a little bit of code and then we just wait for Copilot to fill it out. And then it does such a good job. It makes our job work so much faster. And then I don't think we have seen much application of it yet, or the full potential of generative AI yet. It'll be very interesting to see how many different things we can apply this into. Don't hesitate to build something. Just build it now. A lot of things that I see with the students is that they get really excited to do coding, but they say, I'll learn that in university, I'll learn it in college, or so on. One of the advice I give to students most of the time is that just grab a keyboard, just write some code. For students to get started coding, like Scratch is like hands down my #1 recommendation. So my little brother, he actually won the Scratch competition that was hosted by Brilliant Labs. It's fantastic. Like students can like write code and then they can interact with it in the hardware, or they can make great games out of it. It has so many great features. It runs on everything. There are many conferences, like tech conferences. Strange Loop is a conference where a bunch of technical professionals like myself get together, and then they have a conference talk to share about their recent learning, and then they post all their conference video to YouTube. So like a watching conference video to learn about, oh, this company tried this kind of technique, didn't work out, and then they had to go with this, or it's a great way to learn about that. Yeah. Have a dream, be creative, and then when you dream about something, don't just stop at dreaming, build it. Like actually, like when I was a kid, I dreamed about, oh, it would be so cool to drive a car with my iPhone or iPod Touch. And I could have continued dreaming, but then I built it, and it was way more fun that way. Or I had an idea of like hacking school computers, but some kids will just stop at dreaming, but why? You can continue to build and then do stuff. I think that's my only advice for students who want to get into coding. Like the idea of becoming a coder is to make people's life better through coding.